feel like I'm going to be mad at myself because I don't know it.
That's the Smashing Pumpkins today.
Okay, I'm not so mad at myself, but I do, yeah. I do hear it, though.
It's the Pumpkins, dog. Siamese Dream.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Great Measures. My name is Richard. This is Judson. We're going to stray away from the Pumpkins talk.
Great Measures. You don't like it? Great Measures.
So, we've talked about them in a couple of videos now. We haven't gotten to them yet. This will be the first time that you have gotten to hear Anthrax, which is the last member of the Big Four that we haven't done yet.
Okay, then.
This song is from 1987. It's called Indians. And it is from the album Among the Living. It's one of their more popular songs, probably one of their two most popular songs.
Indians from India or
Native American Indians.
Native Americans?
Mm-hmm.
The natives.
Lyrics are pretty straightforward. Not a lot of metaphors and symbolism.
How do they sing? Do they sing in harsh vocals?
No. Joey Belladonna is the vocalist. He's...
Joey Belladonna? Anything you can make Italians.
Jesus Christ.
Joey Belladonna. That means
Get it out of your system.
That means pretty woman.
Joey Pretty Woman. He's more of the Bruce Dickinson style, kind of. I would guess. I would think.
A theatrical singer?
He's got some range.
A pilot?
Yeah. He's got some range. Joey Belladonna. Scott Ian on guitar. You've probably seen him before with the colored goatee. Yeah. And then Charlie Benante.
Charlie Benante.
He's the drummer. He is currently drumming with Pantera. Him, Zach Wilde, and Rex Brown, and Phil Anselmo.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. Ready to roll?
Yeah, man.
Ready to roll?
Hit me, Richard. What do you think, Richard?
How you feel?
You can tell us from the 80s.
Definitely.
Yeah, I like the guitar work on it.
Yeah, it's those riffs are just as thrash gets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very straightforward.
Drums are loud and mixed, which is cool.
Yeah, Charlie's he's a beast.
It's fun. So sometimes listening to, I guess it's a thrash thing. I mean, I'm noticing a trend with some of these bands, the thrash bands, where the subject matter sometimes seems so far outside of the sound.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Metallica does that every now and then. You know, the whole. I don't remember the name of the song now. The Exodus song. Song about Exodus.
Oh, Creeping Death.
Creeping Death. And I think we talked about this before, where there's metal music and then subject matter. I don't know. You wouldn't expect a chorus to a song that sounds like that to be "Cry for the Indians."
Yeah, I think there's, from what I remember, and I'm probably going to butcher this, but there was the story or the reason behind this song. So Joey Belladonna has this long curly hair, dark hair. He's darker complected, got a darker skin tone. And I want to say it was, I may be wrong, but I think the story goes that Scott Ian used to refer to him as little Indian boy or Indian something, like just in like a friendly way, like, because he looks
A term of endearment.
There you go. Sure. I went blank on that.
Yeah, I noticed.
And I think that just kind of sparked the idea, from what I remember hearing and remember reading, maybe that sparked the idea of, hey, let's write a song about the Native American. And it's obviously bringing to light sympathy for the Native Americans,
Which I think is important.
Sure.
But yeah, it's like I said, it's just makes me laugh sometimes.
Yeah.
The subject matter.
When it's
But-
like
Yeah. And then they're also playing. I think they get in trouble for that nowadays. Probably. I mean, if they're gonna get rid of the Redskins and get rid of the Indians and get rid of.
Yeah, that's one of those things where it's like, if the right person hears about it,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they've got a large enough voice, somebody would be
Which
mad.
would be terrible.
Right, absolutely.
Don't get me wrong. Like, I think all that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, it's a slamming song. I like how the guitars were digging that.
Yeah.
That stuff is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear the influence from older metal in them. They're obviously influenced by Iron Maiden.
They got some Iron Maiden stuff in those riffs for sure.
But yeah, I mean, I dig it. I'd have to hear more of them to know more about what they do.
I think so too. I just thought that would be a good starting point. They have a pretty extensive catalog, pretty good stuff.
They still play?
That's a good question. I know they were. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
The name
They may be on
Anthrax
some
is
sort
cool.
Yeah, they may be on some sort of a hiatus or something right now. I don't know. I could be wrong. But yeah, I saw them in 2012.
Do their lyrical subject matter stay
It varies.
conscious like that, or do they?
No,
they
their
get
other
darker?
popular song is just called "Caught in a Mosh." Like they kind of touch on a lot of different.
I mean, it's still conscious. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just saying they don't. Do they go to the darker realms with their?
Yeah, I mean, not Not
Satan.
Slayer dark, but
Well, I mean, I don't know if Slayer's really dark. I'm talking about more.
Raining Blood.
Well, you know, I'm more talking about Black Dahlia murder, and
Oh no.
they don't go into serial killer territory, and
They might. I don't know.
Well, I
Seems
mean,
like everybody back
that's
then.
that's bad. Man.
Everybody in the metal world has done some sort of serial
Right,
killer song
right,
at some
right,
point.
But they don't. They're not all hell Satan. And,
No,
okay.
just metal.
Just Anthrax.
Just thrashing.
Anthrax metal.
Just thrash.
That's a cool name, Anthrax.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool symbolic
Out of all the bands that we've heard on the channel so far, do you have a favorite band name?
band name.
I know that's putting you on the spot, and it
No.
would be impossible to go through all of them off the top of your head, but is there one that sticks out?
I mean, I like the Black Dahlia murder name.
Okay.
I like that name.
Okay.
But then you'd have to talk about it in terms of you know, Metallica is a really good name. Metallica is a name like the Beatles.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sure.
you know, beat, you know,
Yeah.
to take something so that's a building block of the music that you're playing,
Yeah.
and make it into your name.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be first out of the gate for stuff like that. But Metallica, I mean, is such a
Megadeth.
Megadeth, yeah, and you know, it's not Megadeth,
Right.
but Megadeth is a cool name. You know, Vulvodynia is
Jeez.
no. I mean, I tend to stay away from like the name Death,
Sure.
which I can't believe that wasn't taken already.
Yeah.
Somehow. But I tend to like names. I mean, it's always cool to have a one term name like Metallica or Megadeth or Anthrax, stuff like that. But I tend to like names like that are a phrase. What was the name? The buried in me.
Between the Buried
Between
and
the
Me.
buried in me. I like that name. Stuff like that. I tend to like, but do I have a favorite one so far?
While you think on it, a lot of those thrash, 80s thrash, I'm sitting here going through them, and there's a lot of them, the majority of them were one word. There's the big four are all one word. Then you got Exodus, Overkill, Accept, Destruction, Sodom, even some of the newer thrash bands, Toxic, like all one word.
Yeah, and then and then a lot of the sicker bands that you like, you know.
Devour the Unborn.
Well, no, like dysmorphectomy and
Yeah.
they're Vulvodynia. They're making words
Out of words.
yeah. Or they're making their own term.
Yeah.
You know, something that is somehow applied to
Sure.
this
Yeah.
word. Which is interesting. But I don't know. I really like the Black Dahlia murder.
Okay.
I like the euphony of it. You know what euphony means?
I don't.
So, words that are pleasing to say, regardless of the meaning.
Okay.
So they say the most beautiful phrase in the English language is cellar door.
Cellar door. Okay.
So euphony means the sound of something completely outside of what it means. So if you can get your mind out of what a cellar door may mean to you when you say it,
Yeah.
whether it's a dark place or whether it's a saving place or whether it's just outside your house,
Yeah.
and you just think about how the words with the R's and the duh and the cellar door is supposed to be the most pleasing thing. So at least that's what
To hear or to say?
to say,
Okay.
and most likely to hear, just because of, yeah, I mean, to say it, you're hearing it. But so Black Dahlia Murder really flows really well.
Yeah, it
and it's a good representation of what they are. I mean, or I think what they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I like alliteration a lot. I mean, I don't like the music of the band so far that Cannibal Corpse, but whenever Between the Buried and Me, you know, having alliteration in there. I'm having trouble remembering all the bands.
It's all good.
That we've listened to right now.
No worries. I'll put you on the spot with that one. I'm just
Yeah,
curious.
but I'd say Black Dahlia Murder
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
And I like Between the Buried and Me as well.
All right.
The names.
Cool.
You know.
Yeah, we got it off on a tangent there, but
Tangents are
I kind of threw that one at you out of
good.
left field, so
Yeah, well, you know.
you handled it pretty well.
Left field is still inside the ballpark.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Thanks for watching, everybody. That was
Your mom.
Indians by Anthrax from 1987.
Good recovery. Very good recovery.
Among the Living.
Yet again.
We are Great Measures. My name is Richard. This is Judson.
Great measures.
Have a wonderful day, everybody.